Good evening and welcome back to Foundry, where I have cleared another space out because we're going to build some more bots today, but we are going to switch things up later with some stuff. So I think what we're going to do is carry on with this bus and build all the bots. So all of these. We're going to build all of these on the bus and do that there. Then when we come to doing anything with the assembler lines, so we have the robots or the new ones, the new bots, which are the aquatic style bots, so these ones here, these will be individual factories. So we'll do a bit of a mix going on here. So yeah, so the assemblers can go there. So okie dokie, that's what we'll do. That sounds like a plan. So what is next? Where are we? This was combat bots that we made here. So the next one we're going to need is maintenance bots, which is good because we need them to build some construction chips for this. So yeah, okay, and we need to put the construction chips probably down there near the power up because they require high voltage power and we have no high voltage power coming down here. So yeah, okay, so what do we need for maintenance drones? Let's go down here, let's bring up our here, we'll go to the current bot, get rid of you and add maintenance, these guys, maintenance drones. We want to make 30, please. We already have it built in that we have these available to just import straight away. So this is going to require, this is actually going to require some mineral rock being dropped, although we have glass, don't we? Let's add glass to the line. We have glass on the bus, so that'll be fine. And you want alumic acid, we have that on the bus as well. There we go. But that simplifies some things. There we go. Awesome. Much smaller factory. All this is available right now on the bus, so we don't actually need to be mining or changing something. So awesome. Okay, so we are going to need, let's do a little bit of adding up here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 assembler Mark 3s. I have on me. Let's go and get those. And one casting machine, which I think we have to physically make because I don't have any things, but we've got enough to make casting machines. So, but I haven't made the Mark 3 belts yet either. Been real slacking with that. I haven't made Mark 3 assemblers either. Oh, we might have to pause and do that. Yeah, we may have to go and do that. Let's get rid of that from our inventory. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that instead. So let's pause the bots for a minute and let's upgrade the actual base that we need here. So we want Mark 3 assemblers. I still kind of want them to be delivered here. So you are going to output and then go this way over the top of this to a thing over here, making Mark 3 assemblers, and they're going to come back and go back into this box here. So what do we need to make Mark 3 assemblers? Let's put an assembler down. Ooh. Mark 3 assemblers here require circuit boards, thermal sheets, and assembly. So it just needs circuit boards. Okay, that's not so bad. That's just polymer and a bit more of these, isn't it? So kind of awkward though because I split this up here. How much are you producing? You're producing no, not you 30 per minute, and you actually want 56.25. interesting. We're not making enough of them. Not this buffers up anyway. You don't need to make everything at a set speed. It's only for the actual the delivery of bots that you need to do speeds of stuff. So okay, then you deliver to that guy, so that guy's going to deliver to the next one up. But we had to put fuel in there. We didn't have to put fuel in there. I chose to put fuel in there. Fuel could absolutely go somewhere else. It doesn't have to go anywhere near here. Fuel could go right here. It's only a tiny little factory. It's like one of those, and well, that's it. One of those and some sheets, and that's it. It's nothing. So might move the fuel so we can extend the thing over there, and pipes as well. Pipes are just steel. So let's do that first. Let's come down here and build a mini factory down here. Let's leave that tree there. Let's take rid of these ones here. And let's dig in. Let's leave this for that. Let's actually get rid of that tree there. But I could tap into the side of this, and we can actually tap into that. There's no steel coming up here yet. I feel like steel needs to come up here because I think the Mark III belts probably need that. Or actually, the Mark III belts are going to need circuit boards, aren't they? So you're going to need a casting machine for circuit boards as well. The could we kill two birds in one stone here? So you want 150, but it doesn't need to run at speed. Okay, and you want 12. You want 24, and you want 30. Okay, you need advanced machine parts and stuff as well. So we're gonna have to build another. We've got machine parts and stuff coming up here, but that needs to become advanced machine parts, which requires steel. So that's gonna have to come up here. We want steel to come up anyway here. So if I run steel up here in between the two, we can tap into the steel for pipes. We can put a casting machine in. I was just trying to see where we make circuit boards. Circuit boards, they're made in here. You make 8. Oh dear. Oh dear. So I definitely want more than one. I definitely want more than one being made. But more importantly, how much do you need? You need 18 per minute. And how much? Not polymer. Casting machine. How much do you make? 30. Oh, that's kind of sucky. You want 10 a minute. I bet the you want 18 a minute, don't you? Well, you make 30. I bet the Mark III assembler, which I can make one of. Let's make one Mark III assembler and let's see what that one does. That one wants 24, so it's not quite 1-to-1, but almost 1-to-1. But that does 24. And then we'd be making... We'd be using 12, 36, 76, and... Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. But again, this doesn't have to run at speed. This here doesn't, because this is going to be over here anyway. So I just want to remember I can put a casting machine in to do both. We have to put a casting machine in separately for this over here. So, okay, right. Let's do a couple of casting machines. So let's leave. I could put this all on the same, literally the same thing, and just have. Well, I want to leave a space here for pickups because we want to have some pickups here. So let's come back here. 1, 2, 3, like that. Let's do this. Let's put the factory here. I do love this new moment. If you actually go down to slow walking and you just walk sideways, you can literally mine out line and then walk backwards again, and it mines at exactly the right speed. Doesn't work forward and backwards. You walk faster forward and backwards than left and right. So yeah, you have to kind of pretend you're an old dot matrix printer. One line, next line. Okay, there is an arbitrary size flooring there put in because that's as much flooring as I had on me. We need to put some casting machines in which are making polymer, and then the polymer wants to feed this way along here to feed machines that are going to be here making the next series of belts. We also want a steel line coming down because the things need advanced machine parts, so we need that as well. So we might have to change this up ever so slightly. We've got these belts coming through here. So if we go with Mark III here, so it wants advanced machine parts and Mark II, so it doesn't need the electronic components anymore. It does need electronic components because it needs it needs circuit boards. So we need to make the electronic components in situ for those. Okay, you're the same, so you're all three of you use the same goods, so you just want advanced. So I need a steel. Let's do a steel line first. Let's do that. It can come right up next to this guy. Oh no, it can't. It can come here. Oh, there's something else I need to correct from a previous episode. Here. Remember I said I had this come along and it plugged into here and it was blocked because there is a sheet at the back of that there. It doesn't block it. They can travel through that. They can. So if you had this, you see I've changed the line now. The line was coming down to here and straight in that way and being picked up by this. But what happened is when this belt ran out, it was loading that belt with polymer. So it doesn't work that way. It doesn't do that. You can't come out the front, but apparently you can go in the back, which I didn't know and kind of sucks. So yeah, so don't do what I did there and suggest that, even though it looks like it's solid. You see it looks like it's got a solid wall at the back. No, it's not solid. The items can travel through it. In fact, let me show you it in action, just so if I do that, the items come down, and see, boom, they're at the back. Even though there's a solid, see, there's a solid in there. It's traveling through that wall and it's loading into the back. So, yep. So my bad for that one. Don't do that. And obviously this is what happened. It shut the whole thing down. Because stuff couldn't get the item needed, so yeah, okay. Strange. It doesn't come out the front. If you run about, I've never tried running about from the back through this way. I've never tried that because it's a bit of a weird way to do things. But I know you can't feed into that one there. See, that's an invalid connection. You can't do that, but it can go out the back, which is odd. So okay. So just to let you know, don't do that. I made a mistake there. So that's what I'm saying. If I run about along here, it'd be fine because this is going that way, not a problem. But if it was coming this way, it would load the belt because there's a hole. So, but we should really run the belt here anyway. Where is our steel? Our steel is here. So let's run the steel line down like this into the tree. Would you have a slope down, please? Boop, boop. And a splitter there. There we go. Okay. Awesome. You do that. That's fine. You got there. We're going to have... Right. So let's grab the pipe machine. Can I pick that all up? I can. Nice. Let's put that in first. So we'll put in the little storage container that can live there. Okay, you can have an input there, you can have an outtake or output there, sorry, intake output, not input outtake, that's wrong. Assembler can sit, let's sit it that way, dump all the pipes in there. Boom. No power. Oh no, that is true. That is very true. I'm going to do a little bit of Oh no. We'll have a nice day. So configure this to do pipe, and you can have 100 pipe. There you go. Enjoy it. You can have another 4 pipe. Put on. There you go. Okay. Then we want to grab one of those and put that there. There we go. There's our pipe being made. Beautiful. Asome. Okay. Pipe done. Yay. So this wants to be, the next one wants to be assemblers, doesn't it? So not assemblers. No, not assemblers. The next one wants to be fuel. So that's this setup here, isn't it? So what I can do is let's disconnect it here and pick up all of this if I can. I can. Awesome. You want to pick the pipe up as well? And I want to change my policy on the way I do pipes as well. I know this is even here, so it's not fun. What I'd rather do is like what I've done up there. I want the pipes coming down and go along, so they go under the pipe. So we want a chemical processor here. Yep, we want a chemical processor and then a fluid processor. Okay, so let's get the fluid assembler in first. Let's put that, we'll leave a 3 gap in between the two. Shouldn't need to leave a 3 gap in between. Let's leave a 1 gap in between the two. Let's put you in there, and you can do the same thing. So we'll just reverse you around. So you output there, you intake there. We grab you, and I'm going to limit you to be 2 because I never need more than 2. Let's dump that in there. Awesome. Manage you, do that. Manage. Let's dump that in there. Yeah, well, 200. Okay, and what do you need? Oh, I didn't think about that. You need iron, don't you? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you need iron. That's okay. We can tap off this iron line. You can come down here, come along here. You can go up there, down there, to there. And connect you to there. There we go. Cool. And then we just need to put in a chemical processor behind here, and I need to remember where the inputs and outputs are for it. So I think it's that side. I think it's that side. It probably isn't. That means it's this side. So there's a big tree in the way. Let's configure you to make ourselves liquid fuel. There's your input. And it's that side. Okay. So this one's got over by 2. To there. Okay. And then you want to configure to do fuel. And we grab a pipe. The pipe goes. Let's rotate the pipe around so I can see. Oh, like that. There we go. Okay. And then we want to run a pipe into here. Which means getting rid of the most annoying tree in the world. And I might run the pipe there. Can I run the pipe next to that? Is that allowed? No, it's not. No, the tree has to go. I'm sorry, tree. You gotta go. I'm sorry, tree. So we need this here. So you come down. And the idea is quite simple. You come along to wherever you need to go to. Oh, you could actually come along on top. I didn't need to remove the tree. Oh, I feel bad now. Sorry, tree. Well, them's the breaks. We'll have to eventually at some point put in another pump. We have to another bridge with a pump because we'll all these add-ons and side things, and it would eventually cause it problems. So you go down to there, then you boom, boom. There we go. We produce liquid fuel, which comes into here, which produces this, which is nice. Awesome. Nice and easy. Cool. And then behind here, we're going to have casting machines, which feed into this side to do the bits and pieces for this. So we're going to need electronic machines. So electronic components are coming down here and here. We need circuit boards, but I think I'm doing casting machines there to feed up, because this is all kind of our little factory anyway. But then they can also come along here to make this. So what I could do is do casting machines, have them come along to circuits which go to the belts first, and then after they finished in the belts being put there, they travel across to here for the Mark III assemblers. That's the plan for that. Whether the plan will work or not, I don't know, but let's see. So we need to put in a new connection between these two batteries. So these are doing the stuff that we need for that. That's fine. So casting machine needs to go there. Polymer comes here, and then they need advanced. So there, you would be these guys. Yep. You need advanced machine parts and circuit boards. So we need to put 2 more assemblers in here doing advanced machine parts and circuit boards. But we also need to have an output for these guys to go up there. And I don't have any space to do that. Although I kind of can, because we can come out here and then go out and along. There is a line technically along there. We don't have anything like this coming in over the top anymore. Actually, we will have something coming over the top, won't we? We have to space this differently. We'll have to space this differently. Okay. Okay, so let's get rid of that. And what we'll do is we will have... I can't have it output on the end here because there's nowhere for me to output it. So, yeah. So we're going to have an output there. 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 Then I was going to say come out and come down here, but you can't come down here because of the grabbers. I needed to put another space in between this, but of course when I built this we didn't have the third line loaders, did we? We didn't have the third lane stuff, so could I get them up in the air? Could we... Could we come out and go up? I mean, potentially we could. We could come out and then go up like that for each one, and get the lines out the way, and then the polymer can come in here along. But it has to go up and over the top of some of these guys. Actually, no. Well, the polymer can come this. Okay, let me pick that up and move it out of the way. Right, pick you up. Right, so we need to do circuits. They don't require advanced machine parts. They just want circuit boards, don't they? They do need advanced machine parts, don't they? Yes, they do. Advanced machine parts, which means you need machine parts and no, this might be okay. Right, okay. Can I pick up all these, or do I not have enough space? I do have enough space. Right, okay. Get me some more assemblers. Right, we get there. I know what I'm doing. Honest. I know what I'm doing. So you go there. You go there. That is not ideal. No, you're going to have to come out further than that. You're going to have to come out to here. There's actually a big gap in between the two there. Because in order to go up and over... like that, we're going to have grabbers in here And I can't put grabbers there because that's blocking it. So, yeah. Okay. So, what I want to do is I need to grab... I need to convert the metal parts into advanced, which I don't know how to do. So that's going to come through there. That's going to come up to, if I put it up to there, I can grab from that one and then output there. I can do that, but then I can't output this one. This is going to have to be staggered. The center one's going to have to be slightly staggered. Like that. Okay. So you have an input there and an output there. You have an input there and an output there. Now that isn't going to work for us. Nope, that isn't going to work for us because the belt's going to connect and just continue on down. Or maybe we can take advantage of that weird thing. So if I did that and then did that. So that apparently is valid. So the plates on the back of them, so I can use that weird thing that I found with these loaders to actually advance. So the belt's coming in and going that way, being picked up by that, but because it's turning, it's not connected to that belt. So those outputs will not be the same line there. So if we run a line down like this, we should see that stop and not come out this end. Beautiful. If I left that as one strong line, it wouldn't do that. So excellent. So you want to have advanced machine parts, and you want to be advanced machine parts. And it's just dawned on me that I might actually need another no, maybe so you're going to come down to here. The steel is going to come along to here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So you want to go up, up, down, down, oop. Then you will have a input, and oh, damn it! Of course, you're out by one, aren't you? Right, okay. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just move it. Move it out by one. Where are we? Where are we? On the bus. It's on me. On me bar. Up there and to there. You two up. You up. Input, input, input. Boop. Oh, wrong. Boop. Okay, you're going to come down to here and stop. You're going to come down and go straight through. Okay. What I might do is have this one actually load on both sides and unload on both sides. Yeah, I think we might do that because we can, because we've offset the way we've offset them. So then you want to do that. Okay, so we have a input here. Grab you. You want to have an input. So we need Mark 3 input. Okay, then you have an output there, and you have an output there. Put on. And then we come down here. Run that along like that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Okay. Okay, so unfortunately time has got the better of me. I've just glanced over at the clock and seen the recording has gone on. So yeah, there we go. So we have advanced machine parts. Now the next one we have to do is circuit boards. So we convert these into circuit boards, and I'll do the same thing. We'll just triple that. So, but we'll do the next episode. Yes, we will. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one. We will get back to the bots, don't worry. But obviously, the factory must grow piece by piece. Until next time, as always, have fun.